James Lupton, delighted to be joined with Zab Judah. Zab, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Excellent.
Good stuff. Thank you again for joining me. As mentioned, we're going to start off with the preview show. We're going to talk a little bit about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3. We're 4 weeks away now, October 9th. It does happen. First of all, do you feel the fight is needed after the first two fights?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, you know what I'm saying? As a gladiator, right? And I'm speaking for Deontay Wilder right now. And, you know, just speaking because he was the first champion to give the opportunity of starting this situation. When you're a champion and you get beat for your belt, you know what I'm saying? And then you have to go in and do a rematch and then you lose your belt. And then a long period of time goes by with you not being champion no more. And you've been at this plateau for a long time, maintaining and campaigning up here for so long. And then one day it's snatched from you and you got to sit back and watch and not be able to do anything about it. And now you're given the opportunity of going back and getting a second chance and a second opportunity at redeeming yourself. Oh man, you go balls to the wall, brother. You know what I'm talking about, brother. You will do any and everything that you think that it takes to become successful. I know this feeling. I fought Corey Spinks, but you know, we had two fights, a trilogy. The first fight, he won the fight. I felt I won. I dropped him in the 12th round. You know, time wasn't on my side. I wasn't able to finish. You know what I'm saying? I begged and pleaded and prayed. And brother, if every religion could say Zab Judah tapped into me and was really trying to find whoever's here, because I tapped into everything that's any source of anything. I tapped into it to find help. Like, please, I need to fight Corey Spinks again. I need to get back to St. Louis and make this happen for a second time. And when I was given a second opportunity, I did everything that I thought that I can do as far as training-wise, living-wise, fighters-wise. I did it. So I understand what Wilder's gonna come into this fight and do. So is the fight? So go back to the question: is this fight needed? 100%. Now you're gonna find out: is the man a true champion, or is it needed to be over there where the belt is at right now?
In terms of Tyson Fury's side of things, is there a risk of complacency because he feels he won the second fight convincingly? We saw that. He feels he won the first fight, which was called a draw. Could there be a little bit of complacency creeping in for Fury for this fight?
Listen, man, none of that shit makes sense. None of that, I mean, not makes sense. None of that shit matters. The only thing that matters is that both fighters, both pugilists have to come into this ring, fight night, and be ready. Everything you're doing now, training-wise, it all got to make sense for that fight night. If that make any sense to you. Later for what the you know what I'm saying, the spectators say, the ex-champions say, the champions say, the broadcasters, the news, later for all of that. The only one that has the answers to this puzzle that we're looking for the pieces to is Deontay Wilder and the champ. What can I say? Tyson Fury. What can I say? I mean, them two men had to put everything together for that one night. We could sit here and say, oh, this gonna happen, that gonna happen, this gonna happen, I hope this happened, I hope that happened. Them two men are the only guys that can make it happen.
I think it's fair to say for Deontay Wilder, this is probably the most important fight of his career, to obviously the chance to win back his title. Do you feel the change to his camp, bringing in Malik Scott, is the right choice, or is that, again, yet to be seen?
You got to remember this, right? Change is always good. Change is always a good thing. Change is always changing anything that you do in change is a good feeling, especially if you change the change you made was because you wanted it. When you change, no matter what you start to adjust yourself into, you're gonna have a good spirit about it because it's change. Change brings that to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I think that with this change, yes, it's a new energy. It's a younger guy. It's a whole different style. But it's something, to me, Deontay Wilder looks more youthful. He looks more spring. He looks more, you know what I'm saying, more mobile, agility, you know what I'm saying, movement, you know what I mean? So hopefully this might be the best thing. Only time is going to tell us whether this move was a good thing or a bad thing. Time will tell.
You say about obviously Malik Scott is younger. Do you think because obviously Mark Breland, fantastic career, fantastic accolades to Mark Breland, but he's not fought or competed for however long. Malik Scott has been in this era of heavyweight boxing, especially as well. Do you think that gives a different side and aspect to the knowledge from a coach point of view?
No, because when you look at Mark Breland, he has one of the best amateurs of our generation right now. A hell of a professional. He was a WBA champion of the world. You know what I mean? So when you speak about champion, you got to put Mark into that too. Mark was a champion. Sometimes in life, style make fights. And what I'm about to say is nothing bad to Mark. But sometimes somebody could take you to a point where this is the highest that they can take you. But you need to go that across the street. Now it's a next person to grab your hand and go, okay, now my specialty is from here to there. Maybe that coach from here to there is not the coach from there to there. So you got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Mark Breland was the best trainer Deontay Wilder had up until this point. Now it's time for growth. And with growth, you got to try change. You know what I mean? So do I think it's a bad idea? No. Do I think Mark Breland is bad? Hell no. If it was no Mark Breland, there would be no Deontay Wilder at this level. Remember that. So no matter what nobody say, if it was no Mark Breland, there will be no Deontay Wilder for Malik Scott to come in and train and to be put on this situation. That's how I look at it. Absolutely.
Obviously, the fight has been postponed. There's obviously the talk Fury had COVID or someone in his camp had COVID. Will that affect either fighter, prolonging the camp?
No, prolonging is always a great thing. It gives fighters more time to get ready, more time to prepare. Preparation and time. Everybody know what's the best thing in life is time. Time is the best thing for everything. That's the only thing that we don't know what's gonna happen is in time. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. Right now we're having time on their side. Both guys was able to go back to the drawing board, and they had a potential date. They prepared their bodies and was ready for the date. And then when the date came, had to get them a few more weeks. You just get a little rest, relax yourself, and get right back to it. You know what I mean? So I think, it probably did justice for both guys. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, and I've been in world championship fights so many times. Sometimes when you get to the time of the time to fight, you might be like, damn, if I had one more week, I just need one more week. If I had another week, I could have my six-pack of popping a little better. If I had more, the muscles would be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's as a fighter, you never satisfied with where you at. You always like, yo, if I get one more week, my legs muscles will be, you know what I'm saying? It'd be looking more and more better. So, maybe now with the prolong, these guys will be, a little bit more confident at their training and go in there and give the fans and the people like us the best fight that we want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Before this fight was announced, there was talks of Fury versus Anthony Joshua. It seemed like that fight was signed and over the line. It hasn't happened. It won't happen yet. But how much of a distraction could that be for Tyson Fury?
Wait, say one more time.
How much of a distraction could the Anthony Joshua fight be for Tyson Fury?
Listen, man. As a fighter, it should be no. If he's a fighter that sticks by the rule book, the fight should mean nothing to him right now at this moment, because as a fighter, you take one fight at a time, because he know we're not accomplishing this fight. There is no fucking Anthony Joshua fight. You can forget about that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of guys stand in the ring and watch they fucking lifeline go down the drain, like, oh, it's over. You know what I mean? Just like that. So, as a fighter that sticks by the rule books, he should not be looking forward to. So in his mind, no, that should not be a problem. It shouldn't be. Now, I don't know what kind of guy he is.
Absolutely, that's it. Now, finally, on this fight, a prediction. What do you think will happen in this fight?
I like the fight. I think the fight is going to be a very much exciting fight. In this fight, I got to stick to my guns. I've been saying it. I think Anthony Joshua will knock him out. I think Deontay Wilder is going to knock him out early.
Right. Fantastic.
I think because, only reason why I'm saying this is because I've been to this point before. I've been with my back against the wall and I knew how hard I had to train to go out there and accomplish what I was going out there to get. So I think from round one, Wilder's not playing. He had to sit through COVID and all this and watch Anthony Joshua every day. I mean, watch Tyson Fury have Instagram workout videos and eating cook shows. And I know that shit made him go crazy. I know it did. You know what I'm saying? And big props to to Tyson Fury. He's a dope individual. I like his energy. I like everything that he possesses in the game. But I just think that with this situation, I know this position, I think Wilder gonna come back and get it.
You mentioned there something quite interesting. You've been in that position yourself, back against the wall. What sort of mindset does it give you going into that next fight? That hunger?
Kill. You like this. You don't care who they apply, who they sign on as the judges, the ref. You say, I'm bringing the judges with me. They coming with me. These are the judges. I'm gonna end the fight when I want to end it. You know what I mean? This gonna be the winning factor. So you come with that mentality. You don't think about like what you think about destroy. Especially if you guys fought, once before. You guys see, it's a boxing thing. When two men get into the ring and they tank it out 10 rounds, 12 rounds, and they beat each other up, cut each other. You get familiar with a guy. You know how hard he punch, how fast he is. If you could get away, if you can't, in your mind. So that prepares you. If you're blessed to go another time, the second time you remember all these things like, wait a minute, I had him, I just let it go. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch the fight, Deontay Wilder dropped him. He just didn't close the show. So I'm pretty sure on this second go round, he found new energy, new life, a new lifeline, and I think Deontay Wilder is going to close this show in spectacular fashion.
Let's say Wilder beats him. That makes it one draw, one win for each man. Does that then bring it around again for a full fight?
100%. We gotta have it. We gotta break somebody gotta be the king around here. We playing in old school rules. We gotta have a king. Gotta be a king. Cannot be a tie. It's gotta be a king. Let's go. We're going big,
Absolutely. Perfect. That's that on the previous show.